Hello, my name is Joe Rebecca, and about 5 years ago, my grandma told me about the time that she lived in Costa Rica as a little girl, and how she would tell me that there would be hundreds of macaws and monkeys roaming around pretty much everywhere, and a bunch of other different tropical birds, and like like toucans. I saw one when I went actually. And so around 2 years later, I got to go to Costa Rica for the first time, and I remembered what my grandma told me about how the environment was thriving, and I realized that when I got there, it was quite the opposite. There was not that many macaws. I probably only saw about like 10, and then each macaw, they're like a couple, so you're always going to see two and you see one. So I only saw them like 5 times. And then I saw a few monkeys. They were only really at the beach. And so I realized that the population is getting quite scarce. And I realized that the environment is in decline. And we might be the problem. So we need to spread awareness for the environment and help people realize that we are destroying our planet. So in the article, The Impact of Public Environmental Concern on Environmental Pollution, the Moderating Effect of Government Environmental Regulation, published in 2023 on the Gale Library database, it says China's sustained economic growth has resulted in a range of issues, including excessive energy consumption, a rapid increase in pollution emissions, and a decline in environmental carrying capacity. Now, with this increase, if we don't take action fast, things could get worse fast. So, in a separate article analyzing public environmental concerns at the threshold to reduce urban air pollution, published in 2023 on the Gale Library database, it says the last 3 decades, China has seen notable enhancement in the living standards of its populace, owing to the country's rapid economic expansion and urbanization. However, this progress has been marred by a pronounced decline in environmental conditions. The issue of haze pollution has resurfaced, prompting a renewed focus on its research within the field of environmental economics. Now, it is really good that there's been economic growth within China, and that they're growing, but they're kind of being blinded by this growth, and it's starting to show through their air pollution. They're starting to see haze again, and they probably should get checked up on that and start to think like, hey, we're kind of ruining our planet here. So, this may sound like the world is going to end soon, but we have hope. And we can be the difference. In the same article, analyzing public environmental concerns at the threshold to reduce urban air pollution, they then say that a significant event took place in the United States when about 20 million individuals actively engaged in a march dedicated to environmental preservation. This event marked a pivotal moment in the nation's history, serving as a catalyst for the subsequent establishment of a robust environmental governance in the United States of America. Since that time, various organizations decided to since that time, organizations dedicated to environmental protection have emerged. If enough people are willing to spread the awareness that our environment is declining, just like they did with 20 million people in the U.S., then they could make the same difference in China if they just rose up and more people started, speaking out. And then later in the same article, it says, when public attention to environmental issues increases, governments are often under pressure to develop more stringent environmental protection policies. The government may consider implementing stricter emission standards, promoting sustainable development, and other policy measures to meet the expectations and demands of the public for environmental protection. So, if the people spread the word, and once they spread the word, then it would hopefully bring the government on to take action so that they can hopefully help the situation. Now, one way we could stop this is by bringing the power into our hands, as I was saying. One thing that everyone here can do is the next time you post on social media with our world's beautiful background behind you, nice nature, maybe a waterfall or something, just put a hashtag save our planet on your post. And once the word gets out, we can march just like they did with millions of people. And yeah, so hopefully that would work. So thank you for listening, and I can't wait for our world to be restored.